Okay, here we go.
Hello, everybody. Tuesday night. It's going to be a good one. It's Tuesday night. It's going to be a video chat show where we do arts and crafts for adults because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and dangerous electrical items. And we're also a chat show where we interact with the chat room. So, with that being said, I'm going to get to my channel and we're going to sneeze. Excuse me, bless me. Sorry about that. I didn't have any control over it. So
Have any control over it.
I still don't
So,
have any control. And here we go with people waiting on me. Yay! Ellen and Teresa and Angela and Margaret and Sharon. And I think I got everybody. Good to see you all. I'm glad you're all here. I'm just a few minutes early. Been sitting here making some snippet strips, and they turned out to be real cute. Um, Colin's taking the night off, so she might be in the chat room here. But we'll take her in the chat room if that's the only way we can get her. We'll take her. So let me get in my Facebook group, and I'm going to post our picture that we're going to paint tonight, and we're going to do something fun and we'll see if we can do it and I'll post it. So come in, come in. Good to see you. So here's what we're going to paint. So I'm gonna do the background, definitely the background and the tree in paint, and the tree might be different than that. I may not do exactly. I'll do my own thing. It looks like it's done with a little bit of a sponge, so I could do that. I can do something like that. I could make the tree leaves like that. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I'm excited, and then I'm thinking that maybe the girl, maybe I can do it in black paper, do her in some black paper and make her a silhouette. But either way, we're going to paint her or do her. So, hi, Stephanie. Hi, everybody. Come on in. Glad to see you. Stephanie's going to the balcony. She's gonna puppy sit. She's got them puppies. She's gotta gotta get them calmed down in the bed. Put their jammies on. So anyway, I'm definitely going to do that. I did make these. This was one of my I did last week, and then I did this one last night, and they're different. They're different. I like the way I did it. And these two were done last night. Got all kinds of goodies on them to look at. You name it, it's on there. And then these five I did just now. they're still they're still sticky, but I did these just now, and they look good. I like them. I like them. I had a little assemblage going on, assembly line. So so anyway, did anybody watch Dana last night? Dana was on, and we did Tandem 10 game, which is a game that we do with Dana, Becca, me, and we added Michelle this year, and I'll show you what we did. I made a new book up this past week or so, and this is going to be for. I got to still finish this. I got to put a 10 on there, and then I'm going to put the date on there. But this is what we did last night. in our tandem tin, and the packet came from Michelle, Curiosity Michelle, and the Camel guys went on vacation, and they say they walk a mile for a camel. Well, they did, and they went on vacation, and they took all of these pictures, and they had cameras, and then they had tickets to get into different shows, and they found a a butterfly that was migrating, and they took a lot of pictures, but all the film hasn't been developed yet. So my camera doesn't like it. So that's what we did last night with my tandem 10 items. And the other girls had the same items. They had these same items, and they made their pages differently. And I should get everybody to post them on my group. I didn't take a picture of it. uh, I should get the other girls to post them, and then we can see all the different ways they're made. I'll see if I can't get them to do that. Let's go over here to my Facebook group again, and I'll go in here and I'll take a picture of this. And so I liked the page. It was very different. I've never done one like that. It was all black and white mostly and stuff. And I just thought it was really cool and stuff. So, but anyway, we'll be doing this once a month, and there's four of us playing this year. So I haven't got my packet mailed out yet, and I don't think Dana or Becca has either. I got to mail my envelopes to everybody so that they'll each get three from me, and I'll keep one. And each envelope has the same items in it um, three times. So I needed 30, or 40 different items, 30 different items. And then we all got the same, and we would open up the same envelope each night we play this, and it's once a month. So we'll be talking about that some more later on. And let's see, what else can I tell you? We're in the middle of a snippet trade, the snippet strips, and I'm also in the middle of an origami trade. And let's see if I can find my little origamis. I'm in a trade with Cindy, and these are all real sticky with glue sticks, so I'm going to have to let them dry real good. I'll lay them over here to dry in front of the fan. They're real sticky. But I was making a geisha girl, and my little geisha girl here. Let's see, cleaning my desk off. Uh, for my origami trade, and I was trying. I've got five of them made up, and I need to make five more, so I could do that tonight. Make a couple of geisha girls, and but I also found my origami book, and I made some more origamis. Like this is supposed to be a butterfly. I think you do something like this with it, and it's a butterfly origami, something like that. And then this one is supposed to be, I think that one is a fox. I had a fox and a cat. So here's the fox. The fox had bigger ears, and this one must have been the kitty cat. I'm not real sure about that. I have got another one in here. Let's see if I can find it. And these were real simple origamis that I made. Super simple, super simple. And then, of course, the geisha girl took a little time. Here's one. Let's see what this one is. That's another butterfly. But I was going to try and make a geisha girl for everybody else, because you know how I go overboard sometimes. And but I was going to send some of these to Cindy, And then I was going to send everybody one of these, and then I would send my partner with one of these others with a geisha girl. That was my intentions. But anyway, there's that, and we'll go ahead and get on into uh, our painting, and then we can decide what we want to do after that. I don't have anything else uh, planned at the moment, and I don't remember if I've promised anything or not, which is don't know. You'll have to help me out. What else I can do tonight? And so there's that. And so let me get my paper out, my book. It's been such a great transition, New Year transition with Christmas and New Year's, and uh, a lot of action, a lot of action going on with family, and it's not over yet. It's not over yet. No, I've had uh, uh, quite a bit of my family come in. I've got still got a brother down here from Virginia, and he's over on the beach, and he stayed down here too. He's staying down here 2 months. He's already been down here all December, and he's going to stay to the end of January. And so we've been over to his house, his condo, and he has cooked for us. He is into spaghetti in this lifetime. I've eaten spaghetti twice from him already, and but I'm not complaining because it was really good. He can cook. He's a bachelor, and he can cook. I got tons of glue all over my hands. Um, and then I had another brother come down to visit him for the weekend. So there was 4 of us here together. So we got our pictures taken together, and I can show you our pictures. I don't mind. I'm not real happy with myself because I'm I'm kind of on the heavy side. Where did I get my pictures? It's over here, and Joe's in the middle, but there's 2 brothers, Joe, and then 2 sisters, and I'm the heavy one. I'm the heaviest one. Oh, there's a fan going, but there we all are. And it was nice to have all. It was nice to have us together and sit down and eat and enjoy our time together. And so that was that. So let me go back over here and get my silhouette. And this is what we're going to do. And I posted it in the group if anybody wants to paint along. And if y'all need me for anything, type in caps, and that way I have a better chance of seeing everything. So let's get back over to January. That was all last year stuff. The book's going to continue into January. Done with Christmas. Done with Happy Mail. So this was a lot of fun last week. We did this neurographic, and yeah, it turned out real good. It turned out real good. So we're going to use this side. And oh, we get to work on the hunt, the scavenger hunt that tonight. Since I'm here by myself, I get to do it. Yeah, we're going to definitely do the scabby hunt, and I'm going to run around like crazy looking for the next 10 items. But this was the page we did the other day, and I love it. I love what I did. I love putting the fruit or the candy across. I've got some more candy coming to me. People are going to send me some candy. Somebody said they would. So we're going to do 11 through 20 tonight. So we've got to create a tag. We can do that. Use some junk mail. I can do that. Use a napkin, a book page, a playing card, some washi tape, up a toilet paper roll. I'll have to think about that one. I don't have one empty. Uh, a coffee or tea ring stain. We can make a stain. And then an ombre page. Now, an ombre page, is that something that look together, or are they all the same shades? Is that the same as the same shades, pictures with different shades? Pattern paper is number 20. So we can do pattern paper, and that's like sewing pattern. I can do that. I've got sewing pattern paper. Okay, Joyce is making something. Joyce says, I'm making my cover. I finished gluing my cover together, and the inside, it has a pocket for the memory board. I think she's talking about her scavenger hunt book. So, but anyway, we will be doing this next. So let's do our painting first. I'm excited. I am excited. So, um, let's see now. Let's see. We're going to get some colors on here, and we want some red, and we want some orangey colors. We're going to make it up because I don't have the exact colors, but we'll make it up to make it look right. There's another orange. All of my orange is all watery, but we can still use it. And then it's going to have some pink. This is the one I was looking at. This is a pink. It's honeysuckle pink, but oh, it looks a lot, got lot of red in there. So we'll blend that in together. And then it goes into purples and blue. Oh, we got to have yellow too. Purple and blue. So we'll get some of the purple out. And I do have some dark blue, navy blue. And then it says black. So I got a little bit of black. But that's going to be painted like on top, the trees on top. So that's okay. That'll work out. And I'll use a really tiny, 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 tiny uh, nail brush, a long nail brush to do my tree. Not that one. There's another one, and I think I've lost it. There's another one that I'm missing. So let's see if I can't find it. It might be stuck over somewhere else. Maybe this one. It's not the one I want, though. We'll find it. We'll make it if we have to. We'll make one. I think I picked that one up twice, is what it was. And I've got some others, and I also have some Chinese brushes. These are my expensive brushes. We might just have to break these out. These are Chinese. Nope, I've taken all the little ones out. But I could still use one of these for the background page part of it. So I might just do that. But these, I don't remember. I got them on Amazon, and I think they're handmade out of bamboo. I think this is bamboo, and they're hand painted and decorated. And if you've ever watched them make a brush on YouTube, you can go how it's made, Chinese brushes, and you will see them make these brushes and how they like this one's got white hair on the outside, and then there's a dark gray hair on the inside. So it could be the white hair could be goat, it could be pig or horse. And then the gray could be either the same animal or maybe a different animal, like a goat. It could be any kind of animal hair. Um, if I were to look these up, it would, they would probably tell me what it was made out of. But a lot of it's horsehair, and then the finer brushes that you get in your brushes, they're made from a finer fur, and a lot of them are made from squirrel hair. Is uh, a popular hair to use on your paintbrushes. But we're going to use one of these, and we'll do our background tonight. We'll break one out and see. This one's painted too, and this one's wood. It's real lightweight wood, and uh, and it's got the Chinese decorations on it, and it makes it really cool. So yeah, they all have writing on them, like the Chinese writing. And of course, I have no idea what that says. So it says, "You will have good luck. You will have good luck in your next painting." That's what it says. And then these are got the wood stain on them, and lacquer type, and then more writing on these. But these are your specialty brushes, and they're expensive. They can be expensive. But I that was like a treat to me from like years ago, and they're rolled up into this little uh, placemat. So I leave them in here. And every now and then I'll go over and get one of them and try to use it and see how it goes. But I do have quite a few paintbrushes. I've got some more over here if you're into paintbrushes. Um, oh, I've got tons of paintbrushes I've bought them. And I need to probably try to use them. But here are some other paintbrushes that I have bought. And this here is what they call a mop brush. And that would be a fun one to use tonight. Um, mm, should do this one or this one tonight for the background. Haven't used it. Let's break it in. And then these other paintbrushes were just from um, a regular. I just bought them regular. Let's see if there's a name on it. This one says Transon, Transon, number 6. And some of them have numbers and stuff like that. But I've got quite a few, a collection of paintbrushes that I like to try to use. This is another one of those Japanese ones that goes into that, and this one is too, that goes into that other one that I got out. But anyway, these are some of the brushes that I have, and I use them. I try to use them. So let's put these over here. Okay. So for our background, get back on track. Rabbit trail. It says, "Don't leave me in the water. Please don't leave me in the water." And I've been very good. I've only got 3 in the water right now. Hi, Lynn. You need some inspiration? Oh, goodness. Lynn, I sent you some doodling pictures yesterday, and I thought you might like to doodle. I just thought that you would like those. But I posted this picture. If anybody wants to paint along or take a picture of it, we're going to paint this next. I'm going to do the background first. I think I'm going to start with the yellow in the middle. Yes, Sharon, I'm going to try to behave, and I am. I'm going to try to behave and not leave my paintbrushes in the middle in my paint water this year. I might need to get me some paint water. So I'm going to start off with this one, and this is the sun, and I want to kind of make it swirly. Now this brush here, or the brush that I had out a minute ago left me some left me some brushes behind, left me some hair behind. Some of these brushes do that when you're working with natural hair. And I don't have to go out this far, but I'm going to go out this far because the sun's going to hit everything, you know? The sun's going to hit everything. And I think I'm going to leave it, let that swirl in there. There's a swirl in there. And I think I'm going to let that there. Hi, Janet. Hi, Carol. Come in. We're going to paint. We're painting. Yeah. So after you wash your paintbrush out, you clean it and wipe it off. There, like that. That's what we're supposed to do. So I'm going to try this. I'm painting and I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm making it up as I go. Oh, you deleted them? I'll send them to you again, Lynn. I can send them to you again. Is it nighttime there? It's 6:12. It's 6 p.m. here. What time is it at your house? Everybody put their time in. Everybody put their time in. Janet is late. It's dark out. All right. Everybody putting their times in. Yeah. Janet, put your time in there. Oh, hi, Ruth. Hi, Ruth. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, look, Carol's got 4 o'clock. Sharon's got 3 o'clock. Sharon's over on the Pacific coast. This is taking a minute to dry. It was watered down. It's a new year, guys. A brand new year. I'm excited. I've got some good things we're going to do. We're going to fly by the seats of my pants. It's almost dry. Now I can see the hair. The hair from the brush that came out, and I can see the hair. I do not like this paper. I don't like this book. See my paper wrinkling up? Don't like it. I should have put down some gesso. It's not too late. I can still put gesso down. Will it make it worse or better? Will it add to it or not? I'm gonna put some more. I got a little bit of gesso left in this pot right here. I'm gonna use it up and then I'm gonna throw it away. And then we'll try to get some of the brush hair off. Okay, I'm using my mop brush. So hi Brenda, hi Sherry. Good to see everybody. And this is not going to be enough. So I'm going to get some more out. But by George, we used it all. There's nothing left in there. I got all my money's worth out of it. I did. I'm going to open up the other one. I got another one over here. Now this one is gesso, and this is from Roddy, and this was a Walmart brand. And then the next one I bought, I got this one offline, and this is a latex brand. But I have no idea which one is better. I do not know. I do not know. So it's got some goobers on here. We're going to try to get them off. Let's see if I can't get it off. There it goes. See? Just like that. And I'm going to put some more gesso down. See if that'll help the situation. And we'll put a little bit more yellow down here in a minute. But the gesso is a thick, it's a thick paint with a little bit of grit in it, like a powder. It could be a some kind of like a baby powder or talcum powder or some kind of a marble powder mixed in the white paint, and it gives it a thickness, and it also gives it a little bit of a grit after it dries, and it feels it's what they call a tooth. Uh, oh, Janet says Dalarati is a UK. Well, that's good. I usually get that, and I get it from Walmart. And then, but somehow I ran out, and I was online, and I needed something else in my cart, so there it goes. So there you go. Bye, Lynn. Okay, sweetheart. We'll be thinking about you. And but this paper is not my favorite paper. It's not heavy enough. And I've already painted the numbers on the front of it. I'd have to look it up online to find out what the paper weight is on this. And it was probably a less poundage because it was cheaper than the Canon paper that I usually buy. But I did buy me a new Canon book, and I think it's over here somewhere. Nope, it's one of these again. This is what I bought. It's mixed media paper, and it's 98 pounds. It says it's 98 pounds, and it's not, it says it's heavyweight, fine tooth, but it's mixed media. But it's U.S. Art Supply, and it's not my favorite to paint on. Now I probably like it for other stuff, and I think I've got a Canon book over here. While we're looking at the numbers, is it Canon? Yes, Canson. It's Canson, and it is 114 pounds. So that's why I like this better than this. It doesn't warp, And we will be using this book next for my mixed media. Uh, and what I can do is, well, maybe get through January, and then if there's any pages left, I can always tear them out of this book and use them to make another um scrapbook or a glue book, and it would probably just fine for glue booking. But that's why I like the Canson. Yeah, there we go. Now we know. So let me dry this. I'm gonna put some more yellow. We're back to square one. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get this done eventually. Did Janet tell us what time it was at her house? Yes, I can use paper in anything. And see, I made my tandem 10 book, and I put scrapbooking paper in it. But I could have, if at the time, I could have used this paper. So I'll get it just after 11. Okay. It should be 11:23. And Janet will be going to bed here in a minute. Soon as her eyes start getting a little bit heavier. Hi, Candace. Tanya, is it Tanya? Tania. Tanya. Hello, Tanya. Welcome. She's sitting up in the bed crocheting to the last minute of the day. She's on the last lap. So we've had our paper lesson today. Now let's paint. Let's paint some more. Some more of this yellow. We'll use my mop brush. It's got some white in it, which is the gesso. And it is a blonde brush made out of white hair from a goat or from a horse. So we're starting off with the yellow. And it did a much better job than the other brush. Now I'm going to say, even though, I like the brush and I like how it works and handles, it does absorb a lot more paint and you probably waste more paint, but you get better quality on the paper. So sometimes we go for quality, right? We have to go for quality. And my paint was watered down to boot, so yeah, we made it out right. Hi, Bonnie. Come on in. I'll show you. We're going to paint this tonight. It, it certainly looks fun. Yeah. Yes, my 26-year-old. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tanya. Well, you come in and paint with us 3 times a week, and we'll help you. We'll help you get motivated to do some art. We do a lot of art in here. Girls, tell her what kind of art we do. What's some of your favorite stuff? We are so sorry, and we definitely want to keep you company. Okay, so that's sort of dry, but that gesso has helped make it a little bit thicker. So I'm going to start off with some of the red, which is this. And I think I'm going to water some of this down. I'm going to put some water in it because this particular paint is super thick. It's called AEN Art, and I've had it for over a year. And it's a thick paint, which is good sometimes. So, oh yeah, I remember you, Tanya. I remember you. Yeah, you're one of my New Zealand girls. Yeah. So you've had a rough year. Well, I am so sorry. So sorry. I think I've mailed you Happy Mail before. Didn't I? Haven't I mailed you something before, Tanya? I think I have. I think. And I'm going to try to get that off. It's it's a chip of out of the bottle. There. That's okay right there. Alrighty. Yes, Tanya, I do remember you. Oh, you haven't gotten any Happy Meal from me? We'll just have to fix that. Can you message me your address? Mm-hmm. Can you message me your address? Marty's having a bedtime snack, milk and cookies. Carol's dinner time. Okay, Carol. What's for dinner? Anything good? Yes. I think I remember you. I do. And I can tell you, I might be able to tell you. Let's see. Yep, got my address book right here. This is my address book, and I need to redo it. It's kind of seen its last days, but it's still here. Nope, nope, not in this one. Okay, but if you message it to me, I'll mail you. I'll mail you something. I got stamps. I got them round stamps. Yeah, yeah, and so this is almost dry, but I did a little water in the red paint. So we're gonna gently put some of this down, and we're gonna go this way around the outsides. And I'm using my own colors versus the colors in the picture. I'm not doing exactly what they're doing. Nope, I'm doing rogue. Ooh, I like what I'm doing. I gotta stop though, cause I gotta get into the. I gotta get into. Can't go too low. But there's a little bit down in here. Now, you know I have to go through that ugly stage before I get to the pretty stage. I promise. That's all the red I need of this red. That's all I need. And I do like this brush. It's going to be just fine. So if you need me, message me or type in caps so that I can see what y'all are saying. Thank you. Thank you, honey. But I've mailed to New Zealand before, and Maggie, there's a Maggie that lives north. She's in the north, and you're in the southern Pacific side, I believe. You're on the in the towards the Pacific, facing us, facing east. But Maggie, uh, she advertises this is my happy place is on her screen, and I used to watch her all the time. I haven't seen her in a while, and she lived up north. Ooh, my camera doesn't like this red and orange. And I'm going to be doing a few layers and layers, and blend and blend. Tanya says it's 12:30 on Wednesday. We're Thursday night still. She's she's ahead or behind us or ahead of us. She's ahead of us. She's first. I think it's very interesting to find out, um, the time zones and how the sun, how we go around and around in the sun. We're going around the sun and we're turning, and then we have AM and PM and how we're turning and make the time. I think it's very interesting, but it's also confusing to figure it out. Now I'm going to put the orange up for a minute. I'll get it back out. I think I'm going to put it up a little bit and see what else I can do here because I want to put a hint of pink in it. 16 hours in the future. There you go. So this is honeysuckle pink. Get some of this down. And I'm using my Japanese brush. Yeah, I'm gonna put some more yellow back down and some more orange. But it's gonna make it pop. You see. Looks pretty it looks pretty sketchy, doesn't it? Pretty sketchy. Bit more, a little bit more. Do y'all have faith in me? That's because I'm putting it on a little at a time. A little at a time. And I can get my brush wet, and I can use a wet brush and do a little bit more blending with just the water. Ooh, that works. That's going to work. Yeah, that's going to work. Have faith. Have faith. I'll do it. I'm going to do it. Ellen's got faith in me. She knows I'm going to do it. She knows it. I can always depend on her. She'll back me up. Okay. We got to add a freeloader there. All right, we're going to the next cooler. Janet has faith in me. Candy's got faith in me. Well, Malaya, I think you're right. Ever since I retired, why do I have to get up at 9 o'clock in the morning? There's no reason for me to get up at 9 o'clock, except on Mondays when Janet's streaming. I should get up at 9 o'clock on Monday mornings. But why do I have to get up? Why can't I sleep till noon? Why can't I take a nap at 5 o'clock in the evening? Sharon believes in me too. I knew you did. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, let's go back to my picture and I'm making things up as I go here. So I'm going to go back to some of the orange. And this orange is soupy. Soupy. Hang on, soupy. Soupy, hang on. How many of y'all know who Soupy Sales is? I know, I know, I know. It's looking good too. I like it. Let me get back over here to the edge a little bit now. We got to get some purple in there. I do, I do, I do. You all know, you know. My daddy went to high school with him. He sure did. He knew him. He knew him. And I don't think they were like, in the same grade, but they were in the same high school. And Soupy, if you ever look at his bio, he moved around a little bit, quite a bit. And I don't remember if his dad was in the service or if his parents were in the showbiz and they moved around a little bit. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember that part. But I think they were into showbiz. And then they ended up moving up into Ohio. And I'm not sure. Uh, I think he moved around a couple of towns, a couple of places, and he ended up in, I think, Cleveland. And then that's where he started doing. That's when he first did his. He started making TV shows, daytime shows. And it took him a while. It took him a while. Yeah, yeah, he was a comic, and he he had several fails where they would uh, the TV shows didn't really take off that well, or for that length of time. Yeah, something like that. So here we go. Putting some more yellow into the subject here. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm gonna have to try this. We've got some friends in the paint, little freeloaders, which is the hair. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. I'm kind of liking that. We'll dry it. But he had the Soupy Sales show, the last one he had, and it was back in the 70s, and he did pretty good with it. And then he became uh, a household name, and all of the other TV shows would have him on as a guest. So he was pretty good about uh, making his rounds. Yeah, he did the big loops with more TV shows. Yes, he did. Yeah, he was on a lot of those other uh, as guests. He was on What's My Line, and I'm sure he did Johnny Carson and probably Merv Griffin and all of those other TV shows. I'm sure he did. And he would come back to our town and like to the high school reunions. He came back to a couple of the high school reunions, and Daddy got to meet him again. He was a good guy. Okay, now let's go with the purple. Let's get down here. Let's get busy here. I'm talking too much. We've got blue kazoo and navy. That's not purple. We need violet. How about Concord grape? Yeah, that's what we'll use. Okay. How do I get my pictures back? Dag nabbit. Dag nabbit. No, 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 no. Next. I upgraded my phone to, something new to, for the New Year's, and it changed a lot of stuff. It changed it a lot. I don't want to discard whatever I was doing. It said I was editing. Let's quit. Let's go back to how do I get there? How do I get there? Save draft. I'll just save it. I have no idea. Here we go. So here we go. So I've kind of got that. I'm going to put another coat of yellow here in the middle after that dries pretty much more, and we'll get the Concord grape out. And it's liquid. It's a liquid. There's not much left in this one, but we'll get another. Lost my brush. Here we go. My water is nice and white from the gesso. So this is the horizon, and it could be water or sky. I think it's more sky than water. I don't think it's the ocean. I think it's just purple purple majesties from the sky. And this purple is too watery for this, but I'll get some more color down here in a minute. It was watery. So we definitely need another purple out. I've got some more paint down below. I got 3 drawers of paint. So fear not. Fear not. We have paint. I would consider myself frugal with my paint because when it gets down to the last little bit, I'll put water in it, to make it last longer, and do stuff like that all the time uh, to be more frugal with my paint. So I got some tube paint down here that Joe bought me, and I was going to use this paint for jelly printing, and that's something I want to do too this year. I want to get some. Uh, Lynn wants some more stuff. Here's dioxide purple. So this paint here would be really good on the jelly table, the jelly plate. That one's black. We might use that black for the silhouette. So let's use some of this. And it's open. So I'm just going to squirt it right onto the table. If anybody wants to send our little Lynn some Happy Mail, she is in always likes to have Happy Mail. I'll see what I can do, Lynn. I'll put me a reminder there. I'll make you up something. So we're going to make this. And it might be too thick too. I might have to water it down. But we'll try it here for a minute. It is creamy and it is spreading uh, slowly, but it's spreading. And we're going to go down on the page with it. Like that. Purple Majesties. And it's thick. It's thick like syrup, like honey. It's thick, thick, thick. Let's see here. Yeah, I got a lot of paint from Walmart. hmm most of my apple barrel paint is from Walmart, and it's getting expensive. Uh, I don't know what the price is right at this moment for barrel paint, but it's usually about 80 some cents. And this last summer, I had saw some paints online, and they were marked down to 56 cents a bottle. So, and they looked like they were seasonal names on them. The names were like deep navy. You won't see that in the store. This was online deep navy. And then this one says blue kazoo. You won't see that in Walmart stores. This was something online and it was seasonal. And but it was apple barrel. And I went and bought like, and the Concord grape is also seasonal. You won't find that in the Walmart stores. So I bought them online, and I bought me like something like $30 worth of paint last summer. So I've got plenty of paint. But for 50 cents a piece, it was so much better of a bargain. Yes, yes, Lynn, I've got your name. I've got your address. I put it in my book. But anyway, it was such a bargain, and I had a little bit of extra money to splurge. So I went ahead and bought paint because I know I'm going to use it in here. So, what are you going to do? So that's what happened to that. And I know it's hard to splurge, but but all the kids have grown. I don't have all the grandkids have grown. I don't have any other family to spend on, and uh, little ones anymore. And Joe's daughters are coming down tomorrow. Oh, yeah. New Zealand doesn't have Walmart. And I know New Zealand also has limited box stores. They're limited on art supplies. Yeah, I would love to send Tanya a box of art supplies, but the way postage is now, there's no way. I can do an envelope, and that'll be about it. Um, but mailing packages is just obsolete anymore these days. So now I'm going to switch over to blue. Get some of this blue kazoo in here. It's kind of a purple. It's kind of a purple looking blue. It's a periwinkle type blue. So we'll get some of this in here. This is going to be something different, right? It's going to be different. It's going to be crazy. And I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom of the page. This will have definitely have my name on it. It's my art. I'm making it look the way I want it to look, which is the way it just accidentally happens to look because I have no idea what I'm doing. But we like to paint and play. And I'm taking my time and I'm enjoying it. So that's one thing. I should be already done with this background. But no, I had to take a rabbit trail to look at all the brushes and try them out. And I'm going to do another blue on top of this blue. But I think I'm going to try it. different. And I'd kind of like to go over this purple again here. Like that. It's all right. I like it. It's doing good. So let me try this. So, Candy's gonna get a circuit cutter. Not me. I can't. Candy, you could also try googling on the internet top 10 circuit or top 3 circuit cutters, like the top 3, and you might get some answers. Yeah, Malaya, you can. You can get other brands of paint, and I have this. I've got this one paint that I've got here that's called AEN Art. I got a whole set of these, and they're good paint, but they're real super thick paint, and I end up watering them down a little bit. Hi, Linda. This is what we're painting. Anybody just came in. Yeah, I'm going to add some more, and this yellow is not very thick. I've added water to it, and I want to put some more yellow in the middle. See if we can. See if we can. I like it. Ooh, I like it. I like it. It's all right. I think I better quit. Woohoo! I like it. Okay, let's try it. Hi, Missy. Missy's here. I think Missy's over in Australia. Good to see you, honey. Good morning. Okay. Teresa says it needs a little bit more pink. I've got a, I think it's a Cricut Expression that was my mother's, and I think I've used it one time since she gave it to me, and she's been gone for 5 years. So, and I've only been streaming for 6, so it's pretty good to say that I've never used it. Let me get some of this pink out here. So, yeah, there's just so many other things I do. I don't have time to do it. And my particular Cricut, um, it takes these cartridges, and the cartridges are limited um, pictures, and of course now the newer ones you hook up to the internet with your for your pictures, and you don't I don't think you have to use the cartridges. And because what mine the one I have is we got mom when it first came out, and it's not they've improved. They've got new and improved ones, and it's sitting over there collecting dust. I've got a special spot for it. Now there is going to be a tree in front of all of this, so these little streaks are really not going to matter. I don't think the little streaks that I've got going on here. I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, I think that's good for the background. And this little bit here, the silhouette's going to be mostly in front of this, so it's not going to matter. This there'll be something in front of it mostly, so it's not going to. I could add a little bit more orange and yellow down there. And I can't make her too fat or it'll cover it all up. So she's got to be skinny. She's doing her yoga moves. Hi, Jenny. How do you do? Come on in. We're paint. And I'm having a lot of fun. I think that looks good. So, hi, Ellen. I think I said hi to you earlier. She's chiming in. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let it dry. Alrighty. So now we can start on the black. I'm pretty happy with all of it. So let's get this silhouette done. It looks really pretty on screen, better than it does in person. It looks better on the computer. So you're getting the better picture of it all. Okay. So I've got a little piece of black paper that I have that I've lost. My snippets are drying and they seem to be almost dry. I'll slip some of these on top. So here I have a little piece of black paper. I do have more paper, but we're going to use this. I think this will be perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it with a white pencil and then I'll flip it over. So her leg might go the other direction. And so let's do it this way. Or let's draw it this way. And or yeah, let's just try it. So I'm going to paint the tree with the brush. And if this doesn't work, I'll paint her too. If I can't do a good enough job in cutting her out. And I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and just paint her. But she's going to have her arms are going to go up like that to a point. And then this is her waist and her hips. And then she's going to be standing on one foot. And I'm just going to draw her leg like that. Go in at the knee a little bit. And then I'm not going to have enough room on this piece of paper. So, okay, let's just try it this way. I'm still going to use the white pencil. This is more of a cream. I've got white as well. Let's try the white one. It's just a Prisma pencil. And then I'll paint black on top of this. But at least I got the start of it good. And her hip. And then she's going to be her thigh. And then her calf to her foot. She's going to be muscular a little bit. And then her foot is going to be kind of thick because it's kind of the beginning of the roots down there. So this will be her hands, and she's going to start the tree, and there's her elbows, and then we'll go down to her waist. Oh, she's going to be skinny. She's going to be a skinny girl. And then this leg goes out. We won't make her that thin. She's got to be thicker than that. And the knee goes out like this with her foot onto her thigh. This will be her foot. Something like that. And there will be like a little diamond uh, carrot in there for her. The light will shine through her leg. And all this will be black. And her head is going to be here with her neck. And then this will go up to her shoulders. And it'll be something like that. And then now we get to paint it. And of course, this will go up. I can still do a little bit of the white pencil and I'm going to paint over top of it. And then there's going to be a branch here and another branch here. And then this branch will branch off of this branch. And then this branch will branch off of this branch. And then we're going to play it by ear after that. And all of the tree is up here on the orange area. Like this, and like this, and like this, like this, and like this, and like this. And there'll be more branches as we speak, as we go out. And then I'm going to take a little sponge and do the leaf part, the leaves, after I do the branches. And then down at the bottom, there's roots at the bottom. So when we get down here with the black, along this line here is like underground, and it'll be all root bound down in here. So we'll do a lot of roots. A lot of roots. A lot of roots. Now did I get another paintbrush out? I think I'm looking for the right kind of brush. I want one that has less, not more. Avalanche. No, don't want that. Don't really want that one. Let's look at this one. This is the one I want, and this is probably the one I had, and I put the cap back on it for protection. There's a little cap on it. This is the brush I want. Okay, so we do have more black paint, but this is I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a concoction. Yep, I'm going to make a concoction. I'm going to take some of this ivory black and put it in here because this is real thick. And I'm going to mix it up with this watery paint. And now that I have this tube paint out, all of this tube paint, I guess I'm going to have to leave it out so that we'll get the jelly plate out next. Not tonight, but maybe we're going to do the scavenger hunt first. So we'll shake this up a little bit. And make it thicker. And I'm going to put some of these back up over here. Well, that would have been a disaster. The lid wasn't on it all the way. Oh boy, I would have had a mess. I would have had a big, fat mess. So everything is going away except for the black. Except for the black. Don't need any more. And some of those are almost empty. I should consolidate them. Put this one over here. This one over there. Got them all back up in there. Okay. So I'm going to open this one up. And what did I do with the brush? Shoot. What did I do with the brush? Oh, here it is. I left it out on top so I wouldn't lose it. So we're going to show. I'm going to show you what this black paint will do. It's going to make the wood, the limbs, a little bit bigger at the base, and then they'll go out thinner. Oh, this is the best brush. Look, listen, guys. I got this brush from a nail kit, a fingernail kit. It had these brushes, and it had some other little dot tools that you would use to make designs and flower petals on your nails for nail art. And it had a whole bunch of little tiny things. And I've already used these with the little balls on the end of them for stars, and these little tiny brushes are much smaller than the brushes that you get in the art department, and I love it. And I might even just get me another set of them just for the brushes. But they flip out. Can you see what I'm doing up there? And it'll be really good for the roots. And I just love it. I just love the what it's doing. Yes, Posca pens would do things, but I think this brush is smaller than the Posca pens. I had Posca pens. I think they're over there in a drawer, which I can't get to right now. But I did this on one of the Halloween trees with this brush, and oh my gosh, fell in love with this brush. And I saved the little plastic tube to put back on top of it to protect the fibers. And I have no idea if it's real uh, like squirrel hair, or if it's uh, what manufactured, like plastic, or if it's man-made. It could be man-made. Oh, I love it. Yes, this is like yeah, big time. Big time. You know, I've always said, and my brother tells me this all the time. When you have a craft, whether it is construction, architect, architect, um, art, music, whatever your craft is, sewing, it's important that you have the right tools. And I like to tell the story about my niece. She was in love with music, and she still is. She's the band director in her school. And when she was in high school, she was the drum major. And she got to be, and the school was brand new. So there wasn't any seniors for the first 2 years of that school, or there weren't very many seniors because it was a brand new school. And or what was it? There was something about the seniors because the first 2 years there just wasn't that many kids, and then as on the third year of the school, the kids started, more kids coming and moving in and going to this high school. And so she got to be drum major for her junior and senior. There wasn't any seniors in the band And so she got to be drum major for 2 years in her high school years, which was kind of it was an exception to the rule. And she was in uh, clarinet. She played her clarinet all through school. She wanted to be like me because I played the clarinet when I was in high school, and I was her idol growing up. And but anyway, when she got after high school, she was going to college, and she told her daddy. She said, "Daddy, I need a new clarinet. I want to get a new one." And he says, "Well, what's wrong with the old one? I mean, they're expensive instruments. You know, what's wrong with the old one?" And she says, "Well, Daddy, I've outgrown it, and it doesn't play like I want it to play." And it's the difference between a um, a plastic brush versus a natural brush, a natural hairbrush. There's no difference between the plastic and the hairbrush. They're both brushes, they're the both same size, and they look alike, but they don't perform alike. You know, and he said, you know, when with with him, he was in construction, and he said, you know, when I needed a new saw, he said, I didn't go to the cheapest saw. I went to the most expensive saw because I wanted a better performance, you know? He said, same thing with her clarinet. She needed a better clarinet, so she got a silver one. And them things are not cheap. But she also played clarinet for 4 years in college. So she's got a lot of education in music. And she had her senior year, she had a recital at college. She had a recital, and she played her clarinet for everybody who wanted to come see her perform because she was graduating. And that was pretty awesome. So now I just have to figure out how to uh, make this tree. I got to make it thicker at the base and on the tree limbs. So this phone is not doing what I want it to do. But we're back to the pictures here. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So what I want to do is her arms are going to be a little thicker down here, and then her hands. I'm just sort of making it up. So I got to make her arms a little bigger. Then we go down into her body because she turns into the tree. Hi, Chris. Hi, Lamont. Yes, Lamont. I have. Great. I went over to your uh, YouTube channel too. So I'll have to. Uh, it's called Mud Muddleway Art. Okay, in Etsy. Thank you, uh, Lamont. Thank you, honey. So anyway, my niece, after she graduated from college, she was very popular with the drum corps girls and the flag corps group of the girls in college, and she was hired by a couple of different high schools to come and choreograph the flag corps group in the high schools. So she would go to their band camp and teach the girls choreograph their music for the fall. They would practice it during the summer band camp for the girls, and she would literally go to their camp and spend the night with them and teach them um, their routine and stuff like that. And then when she as she got out of high as she got out of college, she had a couple of years of that under her belt. And then the high school where she graduated from hired her as band director when it came open. So she is at her high school alma mater, and very proud of her, to say the least. We're very proud of her. So she is the she's the teacher of she's one of those teachers you hang out with because you love her so much. And she raised her two children in that high school as well, and they were involved in the band. And she said, and she told her son, she said, and her daughter, she says, look, I'm the band director of this school, and my children will play an instrument. So pick an instrument and we're going to play. And she made her children, she says, my children are not going to not participate. She made them participate. And it turned out to be great because both of her children are very musical. They're very musical. And her oldest son, he picked the trombone, fell in love with the trombone, fell in love with the band, fell in love with the drum corps, the the marching stuff. And he went on to college as well and played in college. And then her youngest daughter, she just uh, started college last fall, and she plays piano. And I think she might play clarinet, but she sings. She likes to sing, so she's more into the music part than the playing part. But she can play piano, I think. But and she was in the course where they sing in high school, the music course. She was in the chorus, and she did a lot of solos. And of course, she was the band director's daughter, and she was in like Flint. She got a lot of the. She went after the job to sing, and so that worked out. And now she's in college, and her first semester, she sings. I know she sings, and she's done a video uh, on YouTube, and I've seen that, but I don't know what kind of classes she's taken. I don't know what she's pursuing, if she's pursuing music, just music, or anything else. I'm not sure. But you got to take, when you're in college, you got to take your basics, right? You need to take your basics. So I don't know that part of it. But she went to college in North Carolina, so she was out of state. But her son still lives in town. He moved. As a matter of fact, he moved back home. He wasn't in an apartment, and he moved back home, and they live. they're all together. So, and they live up there where my brother lives. So they're all together with them. So let's get the foot going down here. It's going to be kind of a stick figured. I'm trying to give her some muscles, but we'll see. I think it looks kind of good for free-handed. For free-handing. But we're getting close to the end because after I get this leg, she's got one leg to stand on. I'll get her leg, and then the rest is going to be roots down here, and then I'm going to sponge some of the leaves, and that'll be fast. So it won't take me much longer to finish this up, and then we get to do the scavenger hunt. There's a few little hiccups, but it's different. So her foot is going to be the root. So here we go. And we're going to make them intertwined. Intertwined. And the only bad thing is this little brush doesn't hold a lot of paint at the same time. So I got to get this page from curling up. Now that we know the problem of the paper, it won't be much longer, and I'm going to get that other paper out. And we're going to give this book, put this book to rest. We could still use this book for other art projects, I suppose. We can use it for napkin art, and let's see. Hi, Zippity. Hi, honey. Hello, hello. Come on in. So I'm going to make a few long ones, and then I'm going to make some little ones. And they're all going to crisscross down in here, braided up. They're going to be like braids. Root. They're going to be root bound. We're making roots. And they're going to go every which way. I've never done this before, so it's all new to me. So hopefully it's not going to look too bad. I think it looks pretty good so far. And once they get growing, they grow in any direction. I think that side's done. So here we go. Y'all see what I'm doing? Can you see it? Okay. I think she's got enough paint on her. I thought maybe I would go over her a little bit. There's a couple little light spots. Give her a second little coat here. I messed up on this forearm, but I'm not going to hold it against her at all. And I still think I need to make these a little thicker here, stronger. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I like that. And just a few more roots. Let me get my roots down here. That looks good enough. Okay, more here. Okay, and I think I need a few more little twigs to fill in, like, twigs, some branches on my branches. Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, that side's looking much better. This side's a little naked. So we'll add some more. We're doing good. Loving this brush. Talking about branching out. Do I have any more down here? Yeah, there is a few going down this way a little bit. So I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. I think that's enough. So let's fix this. clean that brush. Clean it again. And yes, we're going to take good care of it. And I got the little tubey. It is so fine. So uh, that's the only one I think I have that of that length. Yeah, it's holistic. Yeah, it's very healthy. And I know I've got a few little spots around here, but that's all right. So let me dry this, and I'm going to create a sponge, and I think I'm going to use a piece of lace. She said, Zippy said, stop the cussing. Who's cussing? Healthy. Is healthy, holistic. Is that a cussing? Is that a bad word? It's not a four-letter word like food. Food is a four-letter word. You talking about healthy? Okay, so let's make a sponge. How we gonna do it, guys? I've got this, and I've got this. I think I'm gonna use this, a piece of that. Oh, that might work. Let's use this one. I want to make. I want to. I have an idea of what I want to do. I do have a real sponge in my uh, in this house somewhere, but it's in the garage. I do have a real sponge, and I used to have a little piece of it in here, but I'm not quite sure where it is. The location is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and manipulate this little piece of lace here, and we're going to use an imitation sponge. So an imitation would be something spongy like that has those um, it has um, the holes and the different textures to it, And I just might just tie this in a knot and see what it'll do. And then we're gonna sponge it on, and we'll dip it in the paint. So that might work. We'll see. We're just gonna just play until we get it right. So I just need a little piece of paper plate here, so I can put a little bit of black paint on it. Don't need a whole lot. Won't need a whole lot. That is definitely way too much. But it isn't that much paint there. But it is way too much for what we're going to need it for. But that's okay. It's thicker now. It's not as watery as it was. And we could even water this down a little bit more. We could. But I think what I'll do is practice. So if you look at the picture, the branches. Can I do it? Okay. You can sort of see it looks like little sponge, like a little sponge for the leaves, and they could be they're green. They're not green. They're like wintertime leaves. So that's my blotchy look, and that's what I'm going for. So let's just see that one again. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to try using this. Does that make sense? Sense at all? So here we go. It's a new adventure. I've never done this before. So I think it's going to be perfect because look at what it's making. I think it's going to be perfect. So they're just in the trees. I love it. I love it. I'm going to have black fingers when I'm done, but that's okay. And so what I'm going to do is um, I'm going to do this here, and then I'm going to change it up and get a different wad, and it'll make a little bit of a different design. Oh, it's going to be great, guys. Look at that. Just look at that. And it's mostly on the tips of the limbs. It's a little bit in the middle. What do you think? Are you looking like a tree? Yeah, I think it is. We'll do it around this way and kind of get all the joints. And some of them are lighter and some of them are darker. What do you think? Is that going to be okay? A little more? Let's get a different spot here. Let's put this over top of that. Oh, it's going to get messy. This is a little different. I wadded it up. Marty thinks it's okay. Just a little there and a little there. I like a little bit there. I like that. And maybe some there. Is that enough? Is that enough? Hi, Vanessa. I need your HEL. Okay. I have a book of trains for Tim. How should I send it? Uh, well, uh, Angela. Oh, I need your help. Okay. All right, Angela or Vanessa. Um, I would. You can do it either way. If you want to send him Happy Mail, uh, like often, if you want to send him something every month, that would be okay. That would be fun for him. So I'm going to put that away. I think it's enough. Um, and but if you have a book and it's like a coloring book or something where the trains are on each page, if you want to tear, a couple of them out, and you can send them something every month, or you can send them the whole book, and that's your happy mail for the year for him. uh, so either way would be correct. Okay, guys, tell me, is this done? I think it's done. Uh, yeah, Linda's here. Linda, does Tim like to have mail every month, or would he like a? She's got a book for him. Thank you, thank you. Okay, it looks good. Uh, Vanessa's got a book that she's going to send to Tim, and she can send the whole book, or she can do it whichever way you want to do it. And Vanessa, if you like sending out happy mail, then split it up. And if you don't like sending happy mail, mail it at once. There's no right or wrong. Happy mail has no right or wrong. Okay, now I think this is done. I'm going to take a picture of it and post it. We'll post it beside the other one and see how it looks in Facebook. And we'll edit, edit, add, add, next, and save. Look at that. Look, guys, I did it. Well, she's got some good muscles going on over here, I tell you. She's been lifting those branches, and she's getting some really good muscle tone. I don't know of anything else I would do differently. All right, so let's date this little puppy. It's January the 6th. I don't know if I can get any, if I can get a date on it or not. Let's try over here on the side. I can do it up here on the orange. There we go. I put it right up there so you can see it. All right. So I'm gonna take this off. Angel Rose is Vanessa, and she is very thoughtful. So I'm gonna put this over here and let it dry, and we'll get the scavenger hunt out for the rest of the night. And I think that I can. Um, um, I think I have all of these things. We're gonna put them all over here. So, did you all tell me what an ombre is? An ombre, is that things that are like, or I'm gonna look at that. Things of the same color, or is it things that go together? OMBRE. Ombre. Gradual blending of one color into another. Typical from dark to light. I like to do shades of blue that way. So, an ombre. We're going to do an ombre. So, we could do that here. Let's do, What should we do? I'm thinking. Well, you know I'm going to do blue. Okay, you do know that, right? I did a swatch over here of blues. I could use some of those cards again. But I was thinking of blues, shades of blue, and do like a strip thing, a strippy thing. Here's some blue. So I'm going to pick out some blues. Oh, there's some blue. Look, cartoon characters. We could have used that the last time. I might be able to get a piece of blue off of that. So we're going to put the ombre down first, and then the other things we can do. We can put on top of the ombre. Looking for some blue. There's some blue and white. We're going to have blues. Oh, just so happen to have that. Good. Goody, goody, goody. Okay. I'll get another magazine. Here's some blue. Looking for some big time blue. So we can do an ombre. There's a blue strip. See how many shades of blue we can get out of that. And we can get another magazine if we need to. So let's get this place like that. Okay. Thank you, Steffi. She came out of the balcony to support me and tell me my picture was good. I need Joe. Where is Joe? I think he went out. My I've been cutting. I've been using my scissors, and I've used some. I've cut tape with them, so they're sticky. I need him to come and unsticky my scissors. Is there a word as unsticky? Is there such a word? As unsticky? So this is going to be interesting, the way I'm going to do my ombre. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. I have a little bit of white and blue in here. Like that. Sticky scissors. Like that. Like that. blue ombre. I should have done, too late, made all petals making petals, leaves size. It's not too late. I can still do that. And add the leaves on top of each other until they cover part of the half of the page. And make some leaves like that. And all the leaves would make an ombre. We're going to do slivers. We'll do slivers. We could still do leaves on top. We can still do it. Okay, there's a couple more blues. We got some blues. Now I've got another magazine. See if we can find some in this Texas book. We could make that into that's purple though. It's a blue bonnet, but it's purple looking. See if we can find any bigger blue. There's some blue edging on here. We could take a couple of those pages and take the blue stripe. Yeah, I'm not gonna be prejudiced. We'll take this blue stripe. It's an ombre. It's going to be an ombre collage. Ombre collage. That's what it's going to be called. There's some blue. Okie dokie. There's a turtle. Here's some blue skies. There's some blue. Let's see if that's enough. We're not going to do the whole page. We can do most of the page. So we're going to glue this down first. Paper piecing. So let's just make this part down here the blue ombre. And this will be great because if I if I have it going off the edge, I can trim the edge up real easy. So let's put down the big pieces first. And let's put some straight pieces. We put those on last. They're awful thin. I'm going to do this here. Blue ombre. And it doesn't have to go in the same direction. And it doesn't matter if they overlap. And it doesn't matter if they're torn like that. And it doesn't matter the direction as long as it's blue. Add some more glue on there. We'll make this side straight. And then we're going to put down some blue here. And a little piece of blue there. That's good. We're working it. And it doesn't matter if that's torn. It won't hurt my feelings none. It won't hurt my feelings at all. We'll just glue it down. As long as it's going on the ombre. Here's a big one. We could put that right there, cover a whole bunch of stuff. That's what we did. And we can continue to layer on top like that. What do you think? Am I doing it? Am I doing it good? Is it working? Okay. And we still have some of these we can still put in there. It didn't say it had to be a particular design. Let me cover those little spots up first. Like that one there. And I got another leaf or two. I could put that one there. I like talking it out. I know I'm talking to myself, but I'm working it out. So here. And I think I got just about everything covered. Can't think of anything else. Can't see anything else. And we can take some of these other little pieces if they're real bright and just glue them on top just for fun. Because we can. And I can add another little piece there. We'll glue them all down. Cover up some of the white parts on the paper. But that's okay. We did it. We'll let that dry. I got it glued down there good enough. It better be glued down. Okay, we used most of it. So we did good. I can put another blue strip on there. That would be fun. Like that. And like that. And then we could take the edges and trim the edges off. Well, hi, Christy. Happy New Year, honey. Happy New Year. Come on in. We're doing a we just got finished painting, and we're doing a scavenger hunt. And this is my blue ombre. because that's just the way it is. Okay, so we get to do a napkin, and I had a napkin on my desk. Let's find another napkin, and it just so happens to be a snowman. I'm gonna put the blue snowman on the ombre. That's what I'll do. He goes with it. He's cute. I've been getting my money's worth out of these napkins. So we are going to use him as our napkin, and he's just going to be right here. Just put him down real easy with the glue stick, and there he is. Boom. Okay. Still working at Christmas stuff. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, uh, a napkin. We got to create a tag. Okay. 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 We're going to create a tag. And I've got some stuff over here that we can create a tag with. Yep, I do. I got some stuff. As soon as I find it, as soon as I find what I want to do, that would make a cute tag. Oh, and we can leave these little flowers on there. So we're going to make a tag out of this. Leave the flowers. It's a little wonky, but we don't mind. We're going to cut the corners off. And if you take that corner and flip it over to this side, just flip it over top of it, and you can cut this side off, and it should be pretty matching to the other side because those two triangles are the same. So it should be, it's still a little wonky in it. But we're gonna make do, and then we're gonna punch a hole in our tag. And I do have a tag hole. I got this thing that makes a tag hole, and it's oblong. Like that. So we made a tag, and now we're going to put something on our tag. We should have put the snowman on our tag. Let's see what else we got. We've got to use some junk mail. And I just happen to have some junk mail envelopes. And what I did is I saved these envelopes so that I can use the inside. Well, I saved them for the picture, the clear part, but I also saved them for the design. So let's make something. Let's punch something out. And this is the first punch I could get to. So we're going to do I didn't cut. That one did. So what we'll do is, this is blue. We can still do our ombre on our tag. We can make it 2 or 3 different shades. I've got two or three different designs of this envelopes. So we can do one of these and one of those, and we'll do a variety. We'll do a variety. So we'll take one of these for our tag. I'll take one of these for our tag. I have a variety, and we'll see how many we need to put on. Oopsie. Sorry. I'm going to have to fix our thing. I pulled up the glue wasn't dry. Sorry about that. It didn't say it had to be neat, right? It didn't say that it had to be super neat. It didn't say that we could mess up on it, did it? Hey, that's just what it is. We'll glue the tag on top of it. So fear not. We will make it right. I'm not going to get mad about it. We'll glue the tag on top of that right there when we get finished. Okay, got another leaf I could use to fix it up with. Sort of fixed it up. All right. I don't mind. Okay, so we got our tag, and we're going to take our glue and put these down on the on the tag. So let me get a spot down here to glue on. So we're going to glue him first, and then him, and then him. And I don't know why, but these flowers are boy flowers. They're not. They don't have any seeds because I called them hymns. So there's our tag, and I think the other thing that we need on here is a word, some kind of a word. So let's find a word out of our magazine, whatever I did with it. Which is fine. We got this other word, this Texas book. We'll find a word in here. Sam, I am. Piney Woods. We know Texas. I'm looking for the word to go on our tag. Space Coast. Gulf Coast. Galveston. Your next adventure begins here. That's what we're going to use. Your next adventure. That'll be perfect for a tag. So we'll put this on our tag. Adventure is a great word. We'll put it down here. And then we need a piece of uh, We can use our washi tape. We've got to have washi tape, and we can use our washi tape for our ribbon. And we'll use blue. There's got to be a ribbon on our uh, for our tag topper. And we're going to try to use this for the top of the shoot. Come on now, Beth, you can do it. Hold your mouth right. There we go. That's better. So there's the top two. Oh, I lost all our stuff. It's because it's got glitter on it. So I need to put more glue. Extra glue. I'm going to end up ripping that one off if I'm not careful. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get it to stick this time. All together. We'll let that dry before we fool with it anymore. So there's our tag. And we're going to glue it down here to cover up our mess. And I'm going to use my hot glue gun. Oh, it's not on. Gotta let it warm up first. One moment, please. Okay, we'll get the next thing. So, we have to create a tag, use the junk mail on the tag. We used a napkin and the washi tape. We need a book page and a toilet paper roll. Well, I want to know, what if we did a toilet paper, imitation toilet paper roll? Can we do an imitation? Because it looks like this. So we're going to imitate our toilet paper roll. We could put wood grain on it. Hi, Andrew. Howdy do. Good to see you. So this is going to be our toilet paper, imitation toilet paper roll. So I just need half, right? So I can make something out of this. If you all can think of something I can make, this is going to be the toilet paper roll. So what should I make out of the toilet paper roll? I can glue it together or cut it apart. So here's my toilet paper roll. So here's our toilet paper roll, guys. So make a pocket. Okay. I can squish it together, and that would be a pocket right in here. Okay. And I can glue it down on the page. Okay. And I'll use my hot glue gun here in a minute, as soon as it warms up a little bit better. All right, let's see what else we need. A book page. We can cover it up with a book page. Let's see if I can get a book page out here. Well, I got part of a book page, so I guess we'll use this. We could cover it up with the book page. We'll glue it down. It didn't take me long to figure out what to do. I really have no, uh, very, very little am I ever indecisive. Very little. So we're covering the toilet paper roll, imitation toilet paper roll, with our book page, and we're going to make a pocket out of it. And we can cut the toilet paper roll open and make a bigger pocket. So yeah, we're doing good. This is still wet. Maybe I wonder if I could blow dry this a little bit and get it drier quicker. I put quite a bit of glue on it. So here's our toilet paper roll and our book page. Ombre. Pattern paper. A playing card. And we need coffee and tea stains. Okay. So we gotta have a playing card. And I have this as a playing card. It was to a game. And I wonder if I have a blue one. Let's keep it color coordinated. Is there a blue one? There's purple and green. Looks like there's only purple and green. Oh, such a sad day. Such a sad day. I guess it's going to be the ice skate. Ooh, there's a fox. Well, the ice skate goes good with the snowman, so we'll just stay with the ice skate. This is a playing card here. So, uh, and I'm gonna get some pattern paper out, and we'll do a coffee tea stain, and then we're done with this page. We got to just put it together, put it all together, mark it with a V, and put it in the oven for baby and me. Let's see, a pattern paper. Goodness gracious, my dog's passed out over here on the floor. Hate to wake her up, but she's got to move. I only have a bath. I don't have much room. Piece of pattern paper. And then we got to do a coffee ring or tea ring. I got paint on my iPad. Oops, I think it's yellow. But it comes right off. It scratches right off. No harm done. So here's a piece of pattern. And this, it looks like a pocket. Oh, look at the pocket. We could put it on top of the pocket. Let's do that. Put the pocket on the pocket. I think we've got to. Just because. And I'm going to move it down. a little bit because this side over here is cut with pinking shears, and I think it's cute. So we'll put that there. There we go. Let's trim it out. This will be our toilet paper pocket. That's all right. Nora's barking. Joe's probably coming back home. So we got to use this. Why don't we put our coffee stain on this card? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get my little paper plate bag, and I'm going to get some brown paint, and it's going to be faux coffee stains. Actually, this is gold. I'm going to mix it with that black. There's a little bit of black right there. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to make fake coffee stains. So I'm just going to take a little brush, and I need to get these brushes out of there. And we're going to mix up this gold with the black, and it creates a really dark gray color, right? And so then we're going to get something round. I need a little more gold. Let's try this one. It's a different one, but it's gold too. A little bit more. And I'm going to mix it up like this. And it's nice and goopy and wet. Clean my brush. And dry it off. Put this over here so it doesn't ruin the brush. And go to my garbage can. I gotta go into the garbage can and get the gesso lid. I'm recycling. This is also recycling here, but it's not junk mail. Although it was delivered in the mail. I ordered it from the mail, but it wasn't junk mail. It was art supplies. So then we're going to pretend that our coffee cup looks like the bottom of this. And we're going to put it on we're going to sit our coffee right here on our skate. So, are y'all with me? Chat's not moving. Am I doing okay? So, if that's that's a faux coffee stain. My coffee cup looks like that. We'll do it again where we picked it up and took a drink. Yeah, we can do that. So there it is. So I can throw that lid away again. There's our coffee stain. And Janet said that we can make up and it's whatever we want to make it up as to be. So I think we're going to need our pocket coffee stain. Let's mark these off. Have I got everything? Okay. We used a napkin. We used the washi tape. We did an ombre page. We created a tag. We've got a book page. We used a fake tulip paper roll. And we used pattern paper for the pocket. We used junk mail on the tag. We used a playing card, which was a game card piece, and we did the coffee and tea stain ring, the fake one. Okay, and this is our scavenger hunt page. We did all 10. So let's see. We just got to put these 3 on here. So I can I'm gonna glue the tag down, put the card down, glue the pocket down, put the tag in the pocket. Would that be okay? I could probably put this card in the pocket too. So let's glue the pocket down. Like that. 3 sides. We'll get the date. Put the date on here. Just because we want to. And these 2 things can go in the pocket. Yeah, there we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the coffee stain is 10. Okay, we did it. Okay, we did it. And it's time to go. Good job. Good job. So we'll do the next 10 on Thursday. Colleen took the night off, so we got to do some extra things. And the next time we're going to use a photograph, some galls. We need to invent a most wanted poster, a coloring book page, stickers, a repetitive pattern, thread or stitching, a paper bag insert, a tip in, and another pocket. So we can do all those. We'll do all those. I've got an idea. I'll take the coloring book page and make it into a frame, put it in a frame, and make it the most wanted poster out of the coloring book page. And then I've got galls in the drawers over here. I've got to dig it out and find them. The repetitive pattern could be that the same as the junk mail envelope. Threads and stitching's not going to be a problem. Now the paper bag insert. What is an insert in the paper bag? We'll have to figure that one out together. A paper bag insert. We could put a tip in, and we could make another pocket. But anyway, those are for next time. So guys, thank you all for hanging out with me. We had a lot of fun tonight. I enjoyed myself. And I'll get our picture back up here that we did. And I better get off of here, or my back is going to go on strike. And it's been feeling pretty good. So there's our picture that we did. Woohoo! I'm happy. I'll take a picture of the scavenger hunt page so we can you all can see how it's going. The skate. Let's see if I can do it. I'll take the front, and that way you won't know it's a scavenger hunt. I've got to work on the book some more too. I've got a few more things to put on there. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me. Give me some thumbs up, and I will be back Thursday, and I'll see you all in the chat room somewhere. Somewhere. Have a good evening. Let me turn my hot glue gun off.